the Logitech G502, more specifically, the OG Proteus core. When I first saw it in an issue of T3 magazine, yes, I used to keep up with Tech VIA magazine, how ancient, I remember my 17-year-old self thinking, holy f***, that's the coolest mouse I have ever seen. And 6 years later, I still think it's the coolest mouse I will ever see. This episode will be a little shorter than the previous time travel reviews because I won't be going deeply into all the technical stuff, as the Proteus core is still in production in the form of the updated G502 Hero. It's practically the same mouse but with an updated sensor, and the OG G502 has been reviewed in a high amount of detail by other high-profile reviewers. So their videos are there for a full rundown of the specs. The G502 is the most complete gaming mouse you could ever ask for. It has all the features you potentially would need from a gaming mouse, such as the 5-point weight adjustment, programmable buttons for gaming proficiency, there's about 11 of them, a shift key to make sniping easier, and the infinity scroll wheel to help programmers reach the top or the bottom of the code faster. And all of these features are tied in with the Logitech gaming software. The marketing material for the device, along with the reviews upon embargo, would lead you to believe that the G502 is the perfect first-person shooter gaming mouse. Well, that it is, it most certainly is, but it's not just for first-person shooters. It is much more of an all-rounded mouse. The mouse that can do and be for almost all occasions. Almost all. Let's take a look how it performs with Fps Games. Since my PC can't go beyond any first-person shooter game after 2011, the game featured today will be Call of Duty's World at War. A classic in every sense of the word. It still plays well, the graphics aged well, and zombies is certainly the best feature about this game. The mouse tracks every minute movement incredibly well. The Pixar 3366, I have a very short tongue, 3366 sensor certainly is accurate, but I don't know how to saturate the 16,000 dpi sensor capacity, so for me, I mainly switch from 800, 1200, and the highest level 2200 dpi. I didn't feel nor sense any smoothing or sensor correction while I was strafing from left to right rapidly. Now let's take a look at how it performs in Mobas, particularly Dota 2. How does all of those 11 buttons help? Well, I'm very much a casual player of the game, but from the button mappings that I did, it did help in minimizing keyboard confusion. I don't think that's a real term, but it is for me, because I easily get confused mid-fight on which keys to press on the keyboard for the items and the skills. So I map my active item hotkeys to the buttons in my mouse. And with a little bit, or a lot of bit, of muscle memory training, I got quite used to triggering them from the mouse. Did it help to improve my efficiency? A bit actually. I no longer panic and get confused and become disoriented in teamfights. Surfing through the screen felt very instantaneous, and all the over-clickings you tend to perform as you rage after getting killed register as they should, making sure you annoy everyone as you ping the hell out of the person that killed you. What about that infinity wheel? Does it actually have any use to it? Well, it wouldn't be on the mouse if it didn't, and it functions just the way it should. If you were scrolling through a long list or a long web page, or even as I mentioned before, scrolling through your list of code, this is definitely a time-saving feature. Now, what about the haptic feedback? How do all of those clicks and buttons feel? Very crisp. If I were to describe them in an emotional way, all the clicks feel very serious. They know what they want, and all of them really want to be clicked. Every click feels clean, crisp, and it really makes you feel like an idiot if you can't pawn your enemy due to just how much of a pro gamer it makes you feel whenever you click them. The Logitech G502 is still very much an excellent gaming mouse, as I believe Logitech will continue to update it down the line because it is a rather popular mouse among the gaming community. And I'm really happy with my unit as it still performs admirably even after years of abuse. Now, should you update to the newer G502 Hero? If you want to go wireless, then yes. I have nothing against wireless gaming as I used to game on a wireless Logitech mouse. I forgot the name of the unit, but it had a very nice owl-like design to it, and it worked absolutely fine for my Black Ops 3 multiplayer needs. But if you're not looking to use wireless, there really isn't much need to upgrade as the sensor is still accurate. The DPI I still have yet to saturate with an incredibly high pixel count screen, and there are plenty of buttons on board for a multitude of use cases. It was and still is a great mouse, and it has my easy recommendation for anyone looking for a great gaming and work experience. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you do, and hit the sub and notification bell to make sure you're notified for more videos to come. Comment down below as well on what gaming mouse you're using. My name is the Mohawk Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.